Good afternoon, Bill.
Good afternoon.
It's a pleasure to have an opportunity to talk to you about your candidacy for mayor. There are a couple of things that I'd like to share with you, and there's some things I'd like to hear from you about. Just imagine, if you had the resources, what would be your primary focus on what you would do in Brownsville?
Well, overall, I think the quality of life is being #1 on my list. We have to improve the quality of life, not only for our elderly citizens, our young citizens, but the people in between as well. It's time out for the individualism, for going in this direction and that direction. We have to come together and move in one direction by bringing everybody together, by utilizing synergy to make the quality of life better, not only for one or two individuals, but for everybody.
What do you do to retain good minds in Brownsville? So many people leave, they graduate from high school,
Yes.
and they go to a lot of places in America and around the world. How do you keep them here?
Well, that's a very good question. That question has come up in one of the questions. How do we keep our talent here in Brownsville? We have to make it viable. Not only should Brownsville be a good place to live, but it should be a good place to educate yourself. It should be a good place to start a business. It should be a good place to start a career. We have to open up the doors of Brownsville. Don't hold on to information, but spread the information, spread the wealth, so that people can stay in Brownsville and provide themselves with a great living, a good quality of life for themselves, for their parents, and for their children.
Education is the foundation of any community. What do you want to do about it?
Education. It's just a grassroots issue. The parents and the teachers are blaming each other. The parents are blaming the teachers are blaming the parents, and the children are suffering. We got to reconnect those three entities and make them one. We need to open up the parent-teaching conference so that they not just go from 9 to 5. So the parents have to be accountable for making that. Don't use that as an excuse for not coming, but they need to be involved in the day-to-day activities of their children in the school system. There we can utilize technology to track their daily reports, their daily assignments, to make sure they're in on time, make sure they do have homework, to see how their performance is doing on a regular, daily basis. We got to micromanage our children's education. That's the only way it's going to work. And everybody has to be held accountable. Everybody.
As in most communities, there are a lot of different factions, there are a lot of different segments of the community. What's your plan for unifying the community?
Unifying the community is going to be a huge, huge task, a major undertaking. We find that, especially like in Brownsville, you go to school with each other, you know each other. After high school, there's a total disconnect. So we need to socialize and communicate with each other than just on Facebook. We need to make sure there are festivals available so that people can connect and be on one accord. The Fall Festival is excellent. The biggest two events in Brownsville now is the event that Carl Perkins Center does and the Relay for Life, because we see those issues are bigger than the individuals, so that brings people together. But we also need to do it for socialization events. We need to have music on the square. We need to have, on a regular basis, have activities that are family orientated so that everybody can come together and share ideas. We need an open door policy. We need town hall meetings so people can express themselves on a regular basis and share ideas and information. Our world is changing so fast. If we don't talk to each other and come together, we're going to be left behind.
How do we expand Brownsville?
That's going to be challenging as well. We have to expand Brownsville through the use of technology. And the infrastructure we have in Brownsville is already here. Actually, I-40 comes through the city limits of Brownsville, as well as the railway. We're going to have to expand the industrial park to make sure that we grow with Tier 1 and Tier 2 business that can support the oncoming mega site. We have to expand Brownsville on a global basis. With the internet and the infrastructure we have, we can produce a quality product, a quality service, marketed to the entire world. Not just West Tennessee, but to the entire world, via shipping and the use of technology through a website or through Tier 1 and Tier 2 type factories.
Having said that, what's the lure? What's the hook to get businesses in Brownsville?
I just alluded to that, the infrastructure. We can build it better, we can build it cheaper, and we can get it to you faster than anybody. Via the distribution in Memphis, Tennessee, FedEx and UPS, we can get anything anywhere in the world overnight. We can build it here, the I-40 comes right through the city limits of Brownsville. There's no reason why we can't ship it to the entire world. That's the hook. We have the room, the knowledge, and the want to expand Brownsville, to expand the business. That's the hook. We can start from ground zero here. You bring your company here, you bring your business here. We're going to have tax credits for you. Right now we're using the pay in lieu of taxes. We have to tweak that program so that it makes it more attractive to the business coming. And we have to aggressively recruit the business. We have to roll out the red carpet and say, we want you here. We need you here. We want jobs here. We want to put our people to work, and we want to be proud of the quality of products that we produce here in Brownsville, and we'll get it to you quick.
I heard you had a technology center here in Brownsville. What's that all about?
Yeah, the technology center is based out of Whiteville, but they have a branch here in Brownsville. It's another hidden secret in the gym that's going to be utilized to bring industry here. They have a tool and die class that has a 94% job placement rate. 94% job placement rate. And the Hope Scholarship as well as Pell Grants are available to young men and women that want to use their training. They also have a nursing program and a medical information program. So we have the facility. The wheel doesn't have to be reinvented. We just have to show people where it is, put a little grease on it.
There are a lot of people now who are retiring, particularly the smaller communities, particularly like Brownsville. What does Brownsville have to offer in terms of health and wellness? Health and wellness is going to be a major issue. That's something we want to expound on and get better about. We want to make sure that we have healthy choices before it's our dining. We want to make sure there's food available for vegetarians or people with specific allergies and special dietary needs. We got to make sure we get out of the old way of thinking and open the doors up to a whole new. The world has changed. Our bodies have changed. Our lifestyles have changed. And we have to address what the rest of the world is doing and make sure we bring it here to Brownsville. As people retire and move back to Brownsville, they'll bring certain cultures and certain eating habits with them. We have to make sure we welcome them and make it easy for them to find choices. We need options. Just because you only had this option for the last 10 years don't mean that it's going to work for the next 10 years. We got to open up the doors, open up our mindset, change the way we're thinking so we can change the way we're living. We got to be healthy as a community. Got to be healthy. I really enjoyed your comments. Thanks for giving me the time to talk to you. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. Thank you. Take care.